to dining room. I know that you guys have had classes in the kitchen, learning various things. So this is a little different. It may be out of our element, but you're going to have fun, okay? Okay, so I wanted to ask you guys, since the last time we spoke, have any of you gone out to dinner? Yeah? Does anybody have a unique experience to share? Whether it's positive or negative?
The other night I went out and it was a very nice sunset while eating out on the deck.
Oh, and how did the
It was
sunset?
lovely.
And the sunset affected your experience, did it not?
The visual appeal was excellent. It
Awesome.
enhanced the mood in the room.
Yeah, it triggered a lot of emotion and created an atmosphere, right? Cool. Anybody else? Cats?
Went to Sakura. I don't know if anybody of you guys
Oh
know
yeah,
it.
I told you. Wicked Inn.
Wicked Inn. And I was sitting on the floor seating area, and the waitress was too lazy to come up on the floor areas. They were practically just throwing the plates.
Oh, man. And how'd that make you feel? Yes.
Well, not comfortable.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, they were pretty much over you. Like,
In your bubble, per se?
oh, on the floor.
Yeah.
So they were just reaching over.
Cool. Oh, awesome. Well, I wanted to share one that I had. I went to Magic Kingdom not too long ago, and I ate at Be Our Guest restaurant, and that was the ultimate dining experience. It was amazing. There were like 3 grand rooms, and each room had a different like feel from the movie, and it was crazy. It was quick service, but themed, and then fancy all at one time, like fine dining. So it was really amazing how they were able to put it all together. I have a clip to show you, and if I have time, I'll show you guys at the end. But it's a really awesome restaurant, so I definitely recommend it if you guys get the chance to head up there. Okay, so I wanted to quickly go over the objectives and the agenda today before we get started. So our objectives: to demonstrate the general rules of table settings and to perform dining room service functions using the fine dining service. Demonstrate understanding of quality service. And you guys will find out what you're doing here shortly. Our agenda, I'm going to go over briefly what we've learned, just so that you're kind of out of that kitchen element. I want you to kind of erase it out of your brain for right now. We're going to discuss today's task, review and complete certain handouts that I have, as well as obviously you'll have production, you'll have a production aspect, and then we'll recap at the end, okay? So our review. Why is the dining room atmosphere at times equal or more important to the food that comes out? Jamie? First impression. What else? Lauren? It's what they visually see first. Anything else? Lucio, kind of along the lines with your sunset, what did it do? Enhanced it. It creates an atmosphere. Okay. What are the 5 different types of dining experiences that we've discussed in the past? Fine dining. Right? Fine dining. Michael? Catering. Amy?
Quick service.
Quick service. Christina? Casual. Well, vending machines fall into a different aspect. Michael? Themed. Perfect. Okay, and then finally I wanted to ask you, what makes fine dining fine dining? If you could give a definition, what would it be? Lucio? Attention to detail. Very good. Anybody else? Michael? High quality. Great. What did you say? Multiple forks, definitely. Linens. Very good. So now that we've kind of touched basics within that, these are things that I want you to remember throughout the day. Okay? I want you to clean and sanitize your area, and once you find out what your task is, you're going to understand why that's important. I want you to polish items. It's so important for fine dining, and we're going to have a little bit of a demo when we head over there. I have something to show you guys. Wear gloves. Why do you want to wear gloves when setting a table? Brittany? So you don't get fingerprints. What else? Okay, so so nobody else is touching your germs or anything like that, right? Cross-contamination. And why is consistency key in fine dining, right? They should have the same exact experience. I should have this seat and this seat look exactly the same. That's a part of fine dining, okay? And so, I asked you guys to bring your front of the house folders. I'm hoping that at least one person per table has their front of the house folder. Amy, can you let Brittany's team borrow yours? Perfect. Okay. I'm going to let you guys use your folders today and what you went over last time in the lesson to set the table. Because I know that it's a lot of information to absorb. So I want you to use the information that was given in the past. And I'm going to leave this diagram up. This is what not what your specific place setting should look like, but it's like the protocol procedure, how it's set up is how it should look like. Okay? So if you have forks, if you have 5 forks, they should be over here. Okay? If you've got knives, they should be on this side. This is just a basic diagram for you guys to go off of, and I'll leave it up during your task, okay? But we'll go back. All right, time for your task. Can I have somebody read the first paragraph for me? Brittany?
This year's DEC Distinguished Education Gap will be held at JW High School. As an aid to this event quickly approaches, table setup and the decor need to be decided. The task will be to design and set up a short table that represents the given season, hardly represents the menu, and follows the specific fine dining causes and procedures.
Okay, great. Proper stemware, utensils, tableware, napkin folds, decor, all need to be utilized. Your table must meet all standards of a quality customer service of fine dining, okay? And what I'm looking for in this task is something similar to this. I have different colored linens over there. I have different decor items. I have all the stemware, utensils that you'll possibly need for these menus that I'm going to pass out to you guys, okay? Each table or each group is assigned a theme, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and pass them out now. Okay. Michael's group, you guys are fall. Okay. I want you to take a look at these menus. These are real menus from past events that have been held. So take a look. This is what a real menu looks like, okay? I have you guys here. Springtime. Okay? Now, it's important to remember that within your table setting that you incorporate the season and you also showcase your menu. So if your menu has, this is an example, it's not on the menu, but if somebody had strawberries, I'd hope somehow you would incorporate strawberries into your centerpiece. Okay, so just think that way, all right? Any questions so far? No? Good? Okay. What I want to go over first is the rubric with you guys before we get started, before you guys break up into teams or even discuss how you want to go about this. And I'm just going to pass out one rubric per table. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay. All right, so this is what I want you to keep in mind while you're setting up your table, okay? Your table needs to be completely set up for 4 guests, okay? And it needs to follow along specifically with your menu and the season that you're at. And the tableware, obviously, your tableware, stemware, everything needs to follow fine dining procedures and protocol. So that means polishing beforehand. I have a polishing station set up for you guys on the bar, but we'll talk about that a little later. I just want you to remember all of the things that you've learned in fine dining to execute the table, okay? Your decor completely reflects the assigned season and menu. So if you have spring, I would hope that you wouldn't be putting snowflakes on your table, okay? Stuff like that, all right? And the decor should be inviting and eye-appealing to the guests. Your Your sanitation is like a huge chunk of your grade here. Students follow the proper procedure and policies outlined in your book and what we discussed last class, okay, in regards to sanitation. And I kind of broke it down. Cleaned, polished tableware, gloves worn when appropriate, so when you're polishing you wear gloves, and a clean workstation. And time management. Students completely set up a table in the allotted time, which will be 30 minutes, okay? So keep this in mind, keep this with you, and this is what I'm going to use to grade you guys once the tables are complete. Okay? Okay, so now before we get started, before I let you guys get up real quick, I have this worksheet to hand out. The front part of it is a mise en place worksheet, and the back is your planning page. On the mise en place worksheet, before you get up to set your table, I want you to look at each course and tell me what your appropriate mise en place would be. So if the last course is an ice cream course, you should put a spoon out for dessert. Okay, if you've got, if your second course is a steak, you should have a steak knife out, not a butter knife. Okay, so I want you guys to work as a group to get this done as a group. And the back page, the planning page, so once you guys are done with the front page, you can go up and wander around and walk. And as you're decorating, I want you to just jot down your ideas or what your inspiration was, okay? Alright, so why don't we take some time to complete that page. And I'll be walking around. If you need help, let me know. If there's some terms you're not familiar with, obviously ask me, okay?